showcasing the best in music and the arts in Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole. This is Livewire Live, sponsored by Chaplin's and the Cellar Bar.
Hello, welcome to Livewire Live. We don't have to try, it's always a good time. This is the Verbal Arc Show. We have a comic turn, a comic troupe even, who've graced us in the studio.
Seagull.
A comic seagull?
Yeah.
Is that what it is now? A seagull?
Yeah, not a turn.
Not a turn?
No,
okay,
seagull.
Not a petrol?
Could be, but petrol's gone up in price.
I know,
recently,
talking
so
about
probably
petrol is a
not
bad
gonna get
idea, isn't it?
petrol, no.
Yes, there's queues outside many local garages.
Indeed.
To bring it back down to earth, away from seagulls and terns. But yes, our comic troupe of the evening is. Do you want to introduce yourselves and do it all? Yeah.
We're Radio Boscombe. I'm Gary, and I've been on his show before.
My name's Emily. This is my first time on radio, so this is very exciting and terrifying.
I'm Paul, a long-standing-ish member of Radio Boscombe.
And I'm Sally, and this too is my first time on radio, so again, I'm just terrified.
Which is kind of par for the course for working with Gary, I guess, and Paul. I don't know. I've been doing it for... How long have we been doing it? We worked 19 years we've been working together, haven't we?
19 years we've been doing this show, yeah.
That's it.
I had hair.
Yeah, and I had a life.
Yes.
But no, we still get terrified, working with each other 19 years on. You think, what are we doing? We have a plan? Do we ever stick to the plan?
No, we don't. There's a plan, you can hear it there, and it's already got red ink all over it, but never mind. Right.
Only because I've made changes to the nice piece of music. Beautiful, chill, cool, and interesting. So, a lot of it isn't radio friendly. This track is, he sincerely hopes. I've listened to it so many times, but I'm sure I'm going to get caught out because everything else caught me out. And it's quote, the stripped version. So,
matron.
I know. I think stripped as in cut back. Not stripped as in...
Too. It's a family show.
Yeah, naturist or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I had it on screen and it's gone again.
Oh, I had it on screen and it's gone again. That's
I like that one. We're going to
use that. We're going to steal that one.
It is a fascinating name for an EP, is it? No, Brenda Netty is the name of the EP. There's a story behind it.
Doesn't she play for Crystal Palace?
I'm not going to go into it, but yes. Fading absolutely...
Right, excellent, nice. Now, normally, at this time of year, first show in March, is the Comic Relief one, but it's not this year. Comic Relief one this year is going to be on the 18th. We've got some Comic Relief stuff then, so we'll talk about it then. We've also got surprise guests coming in then, so you'll find all about that in a couple of weeks' time. So, we're Radio Boscombe, aren't we?
Yes.
I think we are.
Yes, we are.
I'm going to say you're not sounding too sure about that.
Well, possibly, yeah. And if you Google Radio Boscombe on YouTube, can you Google on YouTube? I don't know. Anyway, you can find lots of our stuff on there, including our new recordings. So you can listen to all our stuff. Please like and share and what have you, because it helps build up the algorithm, and then hopefully one day wonderfully monetise, and we can all go live in the south of France and drink ourselves to death.
Yeah.
Oh, red wine, yeah, fantastic.
So non-alcoholic red wine going, because I don't drink.
Oh gosh, no, you
No,
don't.
I don't drink.
Oh, poor Emily.
Me neither.
Well, look, I'll tell you what, I'll have
Cheap
your
date.
bit, okay?
I was going to say this.
Cheap date.
Nowadays, with the good variety of non-alcoholic wines and beers, don't need to drink to have a good time.
Don't need those
Yeah.
hangovers.
No. I literally only drink tea and water. That's literally all I drink.
How?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a friend of mine that doesn't
Sorry.
have any hot drinks whatsoever. just drinks on water and squash. No tea, no coffee, no...
Wow.
Yeah.
Indeed, right.
There we go.
But anyway, how do we get onto that from Radio Boscombe? Oh yeah, because you were talking about having margaritas in the sunset on the YouTube
red wine in the
profits.
south of France.
Yes.
Time, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah.
When we're rich. Anyway, I've got first track because we've got an album coming out soon, which doesn't have a title yet or release date. But apart from that, we've got an album coming out soon, and it's called Noah and the Unicorns. And Tim's going to play the sketch now. Welcome aboard the Ark, Mr. and Mrs. Three-Toed Sloth. That way, please. We hope you enjoy this 40-day long cruise that will wipe out all of humanity, apart from me and the wife and her family. Take your time, no hurry. Right, I think that's all of the...
We're here. Sorry we're late, Mr. Noah. I hope you haven't missed the cruise.
Mr. and Mrs. Unicorn. Oh, yeah, I'm afraid you're too late. There's no more room on the Ark.
What do you mean, no more room on the Ark? According to your flyer, God wants every land-dwelling animal on Earth to be on this thing.
Well, yeah, but it's no boat can actually fit that many animals on, see? So it was on a first-come, first-served basis. It's all there in the fine print on the flyer, page 37.
This is ridiculous. Surely there's some room on board for us unicorns. I want to speak to your manager.
Sorry, ma'am, God's orders, not mine. Just do my job.
But we're unicorns. We're unique and special creatures.
Are you, though? I mean, no offence, but at the end of the day, you're just a horse with a horn.
Excuse me?
We've already got horses, donkeys and zebras on board. Now, zebras, they're actually special. I mean, how many animals are that, Striper? You asked me.
Oh, yes. Well, what other animals have cool horns?
Rhinos, island cows, bighorn sheep, alpine ibex, Siberian ibex, Iberian ibex. Oh, giraffes are those adorable little horns.
Well, I bet none of their horns have medicinal properties.
Medicinal?
Shut up, Dave.
Yes, our horns have these magical healing properties when they're hacked brutally from our skulls and crumbled into dust.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Dave, why don't you just tell him that our blood gives the drinker immortality whilst we're at it?
Oh, yes. Thanks, Cindy. Don't know if you caught that. Our blood can give anyone who drinks it the gift of eternal life. And I've been told our flesh tastes like blueberry pancakes.
You know what? I think we've just had an opening.
You have?
Yeah, our VIP room, to be precise. We can't have such unique and special creatures left to drown now, can we? Please, step on board.
Well, yes, very good. Sorry for the little misunderstanding.
Ah, that's smashing. Thanks, Captain Noah. You're all right. We promised we'll be good and helpful guests.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to be helpful guests. Very helpful. Sarah, get the axle and the maple syrup ready. Well, that was Noah and the Unicorns, and with me I have the writer of that track, Emily. Could you tell us about how you came to write it and record it?
So actually, because let me start again. So there's a thing on BBC Radio 4 called DMs Are Open. So they basically call out for radio sketches. And I've only just started getting into radio writing, so I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. Of course I didn't get in. But a few of the sketches I wrote, I thought, I really like these and I kind of want to do stuff with them. And one of them was Noah and the Unicorns. The theme they wanted for that week was late. So then I kind of thought about, what if the unicorns were late for Noah's Ark? And it kind of went from there. And then I came across Radio Boscombe and I recorded something for them. And then it took me a very long time to realise, why don't I record my stuff with them? And then I reached out to some lovely people in an acting group called V-Rasp and Sapphire, who was Mrs. Unicorn, Cindy. She came along as well, and Sally came along as well. And we had a big recording sesh, and it was great. Yeah, that's it.
And then you put them all together with sound effects. And
yes.
things.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Gary did most of the legwork. I just wrote it.
But that's the whole point of a troop effort, isn't it? A team effort. You know, you one or two people will collaborate and write, and then the others will chip in and say, "Oh, why don't you do this and that?"
Yeah, I found that everyone on the team basically massively improved, added to it and made it better, and it was just so much fun just to listen to everyone read out what I'd written, and it was great.
The whole point of being in a group. I mean, when I finished the mixes, I bounced them to you, and you had said, "Well, actually, could we do this bit and this bit?" I just went in and did a bit of remixing, and that makes a difference.
That's the hard part, is saying, "Could you tweak this a little bit?" Because I feel like I'm being a real pain when I ask people
being
to tweak stuff. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Some things are easier to do than others. That's the thing. You've got to actually have it recorded, and then you can put it. I mean, modern technology is fantastic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is the point where it goes on about 50 years ago. All we had was, but never mind. Right,
we talked about that last week. Didn't we
did talk about that last week.
Tape technology.
We may be talking about that a bit more in the future.
One of the great thing about Emily, though, is that she's open to collaboration. She's open to other ideas, which actually enriches her work. You could see her watching us, thinking, "Oh yeah, this is like coming alive before our eyes," which is
definitely,
which is great.
Thank you.
I mean, for Gary and I mean, we've always, whenever we had a female character, we either had to do a squeaky Scottish voice or a Mrs. Cut-Out voice off of Monty Python. And the trouble is, if you're not careful, whenever there's a female character got to be done, it's always got Mrs. Cut-Out or a Scottish, squeaky voice. And now we have what I call proper ladies. So we have to behave ourselves as well now.
In the words of Little Britain, how do you know they're proper? Have they got beards?
I'll let you ask that.
We have to be very careful. We don't say anything uncouth.
No, but that was one of the points of, well, I think it was a Little Britain sketch, where there were blokes dressed as women, but they always have false beards, and they said, "Oh, we're ladies. Can't you tell we're ladies? We've got beards."
Yes.
No, but it has opened up a whole new thing, to get the girls to drop their voices in on ones that we've previously recorded,
Yes.
and do them just saying more genuine.
They do the voices.
Yeah.
We've got one later, so we'll talk about that then. They do the voices, and then we do the stuff around it. There's lots of ways you can do it, but modern technology, you can do an awful lot. There we go.
Yeah,
So,
it's all good fun.
Okay, more from our guest this evening, Radio Boscombe.
So, to cut a long story short, the country's skint. No money. Zilch.
But that's terrible, Chancellor. We've been in power a year. We can't go blaming the previous lot anymore. And what about all those post-Brexit trade deals I've negotiated?
Doesn't make up for leaving the EU, I'm afraid. All swallowed up by increased defence spending.
Can't we blame it all on small boats?
No, the Navy needs big ones to fight the Russians.
Can we cut back on cyber warfare?
No, the work experience kids are working as fast as they can. Oh, can I do you now, sir?
Oh yes, thank you. Go ahead, please, Mrs. Cutout.
Well, I've got to say, you lot are a lot tidier than the last lot. Oh, mind your feet, Chancellor. Sorry. Oh, they were terrible.
Yes, we were just discussing the huge hole in public finances they left us with. Chancellor, what do the Office of Fiscal Responsibility think?
Well, they advise against tax cuts and overspending and too much government borrowing. Oh, you should talk instead to the Office of Fiscal Irresponsibility.
What?
Well, that's what the last lot did. HS2 trains, that was one of their ideas. So were Boris Johnson's parties. Oh, and giving all that PPE money during the pandemic to people who are quite obviously fraudsters. Post office computers? Oh yes, that was one of theirs too. Still, nobody got sent to prison, did they?
Yes, they did.
I meant nobody in management, nobody of any consequence. Nobody went to Oxbridge or Eton.
No, I'm not hungry. I've had lunch.
Oh, on parliamentary expenses, I bet.
No, Mrs. Cutout. We in this party are trying to save the country money.
Yes, to save money, we all make sandwiches for the week on a Sunday afternoon, just after Country File before the results of Strictly Come Dancing. We put them in the freezer and get out a packet every morning. In 6 billion years, we'll have saved enough for a new, green, eco-friendly runway at Heathrow Airport. Well, every little helps, I suppose. Are you going to ban smoking and vaping of any kind because it's bad for your health? Help the NHS out that way? No. Think of all the millions the government gets from taxing smoking. That's totally irresponsible. But it helps save the health service money. Oh, damn, I didn't think of that. Oh, and what about the alcohol tax in Scotland?
Well, that's just a stealth tax, you see. The Scots will drink like fishes anyway.
We've put it on Iron Brew, deep-fried Mars bars, Gretna green condoms and cuddly toy Loch Ness monsters. Things everyone buys north of the border.
If only there was a way of raising money and creating jobs without being unpopular by raising taxes and being nice to the French and Germans.
Ooh, we can't have that, can we? People's petty prejudices are much more important than common sense. So, where do you stand on rich donors making gifts to your party? Well, I could do with extra winter fuel allowance for my granny. She was really angry when I took it away last year.
Isn't it covered anyway by her pension increase?
Oh yes, triple lock. I get the money because she's in a care home. Oh, I don't know. Well, if no one wants to pay any more taxes, why don't you tax businesses? Oh, we've done that. We put up national insurance and raised the retirement age to 97. Well, what about those big multinationals like Goggle and South American River?
I'm afraid it's not as simple as that, Mrs. Cutout. They take their businesses elsewhere and make big donations to opposition parties.
We can't increase taxes, can't increase borrowing, and we're incredibly unpopular for cutting back on public spending and not machine gunning on our migrants mid-channel. The press hate us, and so does everyone on social media. The rich hate the poor hate the middle class, the North hate the South, the rejoiners hate the Brexiteers, and vice versa. Oh, and everyone hates root queue jumpers.
We've an ageing population and no jobs for young people.
Well, that's it, I'm done.
I think we all are, Mrs. Cuttack.
Well, all you need is something to bring the whole country together and take people's minds off problems that can't be solved. Such as, how about a nice war?
So, Radio Boscombe.
Indeed, that was very topical, that one, and I think the joke about the nice war has suddenly come true. But one of the things about doing YouTube is it's very instant. I mean, you can just post something up there and it's topicality. Sometimes it lasts and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it comes back. So YouTube's very good for that. So we do topical stuff as well. So when you come to putting the album together and decide what we want to put on it, is that too topical or is it past its zenith, you know?
But it's also the way the things are at the moment, you know, with facing yet another World War 3, 4, 5 situation. You know, it's just, everyone just wanting to pile in and wade in. So, prescient.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's always the way, isn't it, certainly?
Because we have done one or two, haven't we, that are of the moment.
Yes.
We did a couple of sketches about when Man United were going through their real depths of darkness and whatnot. I'm trying to think,
we did one last year about Spurs having a really bad season, and so I thought, that's it.
That's on repeat now, though, isn't it?
On repeat, yeah. People have been playing that an awful lot.
Because we did one recently about where, do you know the repair shop program?
Yes.
Where people bring...
Yeah.
Well, Radcliffe comes in with this thing in a box and guy opens up and says, well, what have we got here then? And it's a Man United. And of course he went through all the different things that were,
wrong with it.
We thought it was quite clever, but the trouble is now they're doing too well, so the moment's been lost. But at the time that was brilliant. We like that one. Yeah.
You just need to change it to the England football team, because they always do abysmally, don't they?
No, they do very well last year. Semi-finals, finals and things.
The women did better than the blokes, though.
The women did better than the blokes, obviously. But I mean, the blokes haven't been doing badly. They have been getting to finals and things. And they qualified for this World Cup without losing a single game. In fact, winning every single game.
See, that's interesting, because someone who doesn't follow football but only sees it sketchily in the media, you would think England were doing abysmally, because the media just reports England doing abysmally.
The media only report really, really bad things.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I mean, they haven't reported that we're on the show tonight.
No.
Yeah, this should come with a public health warning sticker attached, shouldn't it?
Well, so anyway, that's how we come to do that one. So we do topical stuff as well, but sometimes you think, maybe just leave it on YouTube rather than stick it on the next record, because it might not age.
The moment has passed, isn't it? Yeah. Those things. Yeah.
Some of the old ones come back. I mean, the Postman sketch from about 30, 40 years ago about Postman, and the Postman gets an award for delivering in Beirut, and of course that's come back this week, isn't it?
That's it.
So there you go.
He caught up with the news on Sunday, wrote the song on Monday, finished it on Tuesday.
Sounds like Craig David. Yeah. But no, it's all credit to him, because so many musicians, he's an awful one now. The old man's gone. They take so long to do everything. It's all to be absolutely perfect. It's like, just get out there and express yourself, All you need is 3 chords and a slogan, as Lennon said.
What's that? Status quo?
3 chords and a slogan, yeah.
That's it, yeah. Anyway, talking of political stuff and protest, we've got a protest track now. Haven't we, Paul? Messing about on the river.
Oh yeah. I go fishing when I got the time and the chance, and I'm sure a lot of people saw the TV programme the other night about the sewage in the rivers and the rip-off companies and all that sort of lot. And I also follow. I don't know, and if you do Twitter or X or whatever it's called now, if you want to keep up to date with all that, there's a guy that used to be the front man, or probably is still the front man of the Undertones, Fergal Sharkey.
Yep.
and he is an ambassador fighting to have our rivers cleaner and for these companies to be sorted out in some shape or other and everything. And if you want to keep up with that. So I came up with this sort of scenario of a lauded toff fly fishing on the most expensive beat of the River Test, and he is approached by an environment agency bailiff. Now, if you're not into your fishing, in order to go fishing, never mind having a ticket to buy, you also have a thing called a rod licence, and the money from that goes to support keeping rivers clean and stocked, and fighting polluters and all this sort of thing. There you are. This is how the sketch pans out.
What a lovely day to sit by the river and get my rod out and gallop my maggot.
Excuse me, sir. I'm the Environment Agency bailiff. Can I see your rod licence, please?
Do you know who I am?
Why, have you forgotten, sir? It'll be on your rod licence.
Rod licence? Wasn't he an Australian tennis player?
That's as maybe. Either way, you've been caught. Rod licence, please.
What's that?
All fishermen require one, sir. It supports maintenance of the waterways, funds fish stocking, water quality, and ensures the aquatic environment isn't damaged. Failure to produce one can result in a £400 fine, plus court expenses, and confiscation so you can no longer use your tackle.
You sound like my little woman at home.
Very droll, sir. What's your name? And don't be clever, 'cause I'll check it all online.
I'll have you know, my man, I pay £400 a day to fish this beat of the Test.
You still need a licence, sir.
Why are you carping on about a licence all the time? You're skating on very thin ice.
Could you just show me your licence, please, sir? You're just making a rod for your own back with all these bad fish gags.
I don't need a licence. Don't you know who I am? I am Sir Ian Eel.
Well, you look a bit slippery to me, sir. Are you the real Ian Eel? You'll still need a licence.
Are you now making bad fish puns about my name? We're not at school now.
Time and a place, sir.
You still don't know who I am, do you? I am the Chief Advisor to British Rail.
Not on track there, are you, sir?
And I advise Rip-Off and Scarpa, the merchant bankers.
You can afford a rod licence then, can't you, sir?
And also I am the current chairman of Ofwat.
The chairman of what?
No, Ofwat, the Office of Water Regulation.
Oh, and what does that involve, sir?
As per the Water Industry Act of 1991, I oversee the regulation of water companies in England and Wales by setting standards, investigating compliance, and imposing penalties on miscreants who avoid their responsibilities.
And that's what I do too, sir. And I'll be confiscating your tackle. Bit like them water companies you supposedly manage, eh, sir? Ever since privatisation of the 10 water companies in 1989, we've been up to our necks in raw sewage.
That was before my time, and I shan't be paying any fine.
Well, fair dues. You don't make the water companies pay theirs either, do you, sir? Frankly, you've been swinging the lead and spinning me a line. And now you've taken the bait, I'm taking your gear. Here's your fine.
I can see there's no flies on you.
You're in deep water now, like the companies you represent. Court notification will be in the post. Good day to you, sir.
Lummy, he's taken my rod, reel, creel, and left me with nothing to fish with. I'm up Rick Creek and without my tackle. Ha! Comes to something when you go fishing and you're the one that gets caught.
Good.
I think we need to replay that and do a count back of how many fish puns there were in that.
I didn't write all of those. Gazza, did introduce some as well, so I can't take total.
Paul came with the idea,
Yeah.
and then we sat down and wrote it, and we write over a period of weeks. So sometimes with some people, you write and it's like...
Hang on a minute. Did I just hear you right? You write over a period of weeks?
Yeah, it's a bit like musicians, yeah. I
was going to say,
knew you were going with that.
Barry's complaining about musicians that take weeks to get something out.
Yeah, you fell for that hook, line and sinker, Gazza.
I did. What I mean is...
And again with the fish puns.
and then we leave it and reflect on it the following week.
Yeah.
And then come back until we're actually sure we're happy with it before we even...
Sorry, I'm just fishing.
I walked right into that one, didn't I? Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
And we've now gone totally off point. So Radio Boscombe, talking about how that came out, like you had the idea, Paul, but Gary then chipped in, you let it percolate.
I mean, it's very, very rare, to be honest, that personally I come up with something totally. I've done one or two where I've done them begin to end and I'm happy with it and all the rest of it. Normally I have an idea, I'll get the spine of an idea or start, well, I've got one that at the moment we haven't finished yet, but I started it off and then I thought, got to try and find, I know where it wants to end up, but getting there, it's difficult. And then we just sit down and chew it over and we'll get a bit nearer to where we want to be with it. And then we think, yeah, I've had enough of that, put it to one side, pick it up again in a few weeks. I mean, there's one called Fly Tipperary.
Yes.
Are we doing that one tonight or not? I can't remember. Anyway, that one,
yeah.
I reckon that one we must have picked up and put down over several months, wouldn't it? It must have been from when we started it to when we finally, the other day, actually got the thing finished.
Sometimes they come very quick. I'll talk later on about one that I literally wrote in a couple of hours on Christmas evening while the family were watching EastEnders or something else like that. And just click, it comes. 15 minutes. That's something all different. Anyway, we're going to talk now about... we're only 2 minutes away from the target. Look, isn't that good, readers? Right.
This is looking at the lesson plan, which this time has survived contact with the enemy.
It has, indeed.
Don't give us that. You've just written that down.
No, look, it says 7:45 there. We want to have this conversation too.
Yeah, right.
So we're just drawing it out so the conversation actually starts at 7:45, so we can be bang on the plan. This next sentence only schedules to last for 3 minutes and 22 seconds.
This sounds like an Arsenal ploy, doesn't it? Actually,
Paul, how dare you accuse me of having anything to do with those people down the road? I am shocked. You'll be hearing from my lawyers.
No, I was talking about the time, the time wasting allegedly and all this sort of thing.
They do that. Absolutely appalling. People, yes. Okay. Anyway, it says Sally and Emily talk about how you became involved with the group. So Emily, we met you at a comedy club, didn't we? Got talking.
I think it was like February last year at the. Yeah, it was a comedy night.
Snug.
Yeah, the Snug, that was it. Yeah, we had a good chat, and because I was about a year into my comedy writing course, and I just kind of discovered, like, wow, radio is actually really cool to write for. And it turns out these guys wrote for radio, and I was like, oh my God, yay.
The clue's kind of in the title, isn't it?
It
Radio
is.
Boscombe. Although, to be fair, they were writing as Radio Boscombe before we put them on radio.
No, of course, yeah. And they asked me to be in a sketch, and I was like, yes, absolutely. And because of life getting in the way, it wasn't until like 6 months later, I was like, I'm going to actually sit down and finally record this. And then it kind of got the ball rolling from there, I think. And it's been great.
And then you said, oh yes, you said, I've got some to write. You said, great, fine, we'll organise such for that. So, how did you get involved in Sally?
Well, I met Emily because we were a part of the same acting group, as Emily mentioned earlier, Virasp, who's based in Southampton. And Emily sort of went off and did her comedic bits.
Yeah.
I followed her online, and then she was performing in London, and I went up and visited. And
thank you.
You're welcome. Her show. I'd like to see more, but it doesn't always fit in with my routines.
No, it's always the way.
But and she mentioned this was happening, and then she put a shout out, didn't you, on the group?
I did,
And I thought, it's something I've always wanted to explore is doing radio. Love comedy. Love Emily, so now I've come to love Paul and Gary too. So
checks in the post.
I thought you said you'd give me cash because it bounced last time.
She's getting paid.
I'm taking all that back.
Huge. One of the reasons you can't go in those rooms out there is because there's money stuck
That's why it's all alarmed.
Same with Forest, we're always falling over boxes of money, aren't we?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And it's so dusty, all those £50 notes. Oh, dear.
What, the big white ones? Yeah. That's how long they've been there.
So you used to light your cigars?
Oh no, I can't smoke anymore. Got a bit of a cough.
Oh, bless.
Have we got a nice piece of music then, Mr. Hayward?
Do you want me to do a nice piece of music?
That's what it says on the plan. Well, Mr. Hayward plays a nice piece of music.
We can do a nice piece of music if we want. I know it's on the plan. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting that segment to be longer than the 3 minutes 23 seconds that we had scheduled, to be fair. Because, I mean, Gary and Paul, you've been doing Radio Boscombe for quite a while together, but it's all been a bit of a rolling ship, hasn't it? In terms of people coming, people going.
Yeah, well, Gary's been doing it a lot longer than I have. I mean, I originally, I've known Gary a good few years, and I always fancied doing the writing bit, or trying the writing bit, and that was it. I didn't want to get involved in any performing and everything, but the trouble is, he's a very persuasive person.
Oh, yes.
And so I gradually got sort of drawn into recording stuff, drawn into actually performing stuff. Yeah, it's just the way it is, isn't it? You sort of it gets under your skin.
Yeah, we've had
a bit like tetanus. Yeah.
I mean, 40 years Radio Boscombe was last year, and you know, I'm the kind of the only original member left. But we'll come back to that in a minute. And then Paul's daughter Loza used to be did a lot of stuff with us for about 10 years or so.
Yeah.
And then she's moved on to do other things, so there you go.
Well, yeah, because as Radio Boscombe, you've been coming on this show since we started in 2007, wasn't it? We went
yes, nearly 20 years ago.
Yeah. So we were having sketches from Radio Boscombe and the Drunkards and Project X, but also you guys coming in live, because back then, yeah, it was Loza, it was John the Jester.
Yeah, John's been in and out of the group lots of times, yeah.
And George Atwell jumped in and out.
Were you even born then, Emily?
Sorry?
Were you even born 20 years ago?
2007, I was at secondary school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Emily does look incredibly young.
She does. She's got a very, very young face, yes.
Yeah.
Whereas Paul and I, of course, don't,
Yeah.
We're only 27, but it's a hard life in Boscombe, Radio Boscombe.
I was going to say, one of the other outlets is the New Forest Pit Ponies, which is...
Well, you say that about the live stuff we used to do here, because we've got recordings of all of it, and I've been posting those on YouTube. And loads of them get loads of hits. I mean, some get into the hundreds, just some of the short live stuff we used to do. You know, it's quite amazing.
Yeah, hundreds of hits for some. I mean, my videos tend to get tens of hits because it's a very niche channel that I have. And
it's in Cornish, you see.
I'm not looking for loads of hits. I'm just doing it to let people that are filmed know that they've been filmed, sort of thing. But getting hundreds for something that's quite niche and local is brilliant, I think.
Well, this is how you build up your profile, as they say. So I'm told, because I sometimes watch YouTube videos on my telly. And I'm watching these things like the Battle of Tours 736 or something, and then suddenly the comedy sketch comes in. Some of ours will come in as well, following on from that. So it's all about building up. Anyway, nice piece of music.
Showcasing the best in music and the arts in Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole. This is Livewire Live, sponsored by Chaplin's and the Cellar Bar.
So, Taylor, how have things been this week?
Okay, I was saying to my boyfriend the other day. Did I tell you I've got a boyfriend now?
You did, Taylor. And you posted it on social media 22 times.
It's a real love story. I can't shake it off. But hey, that's karma. So high school.
What would you like to talk about today? I've got a blank space and I've written your name.
Me? I can do it with a broken heart. I'm such an anti-hero. Oh, did my test results come back?
Oh, yes. Just a bit of bad blood.
What colour was it?
Red.
I'm just an American girl.
It also said you've got multiple personalities. The Joker and the Queen.
What?
You need to calm down.
See? Look what you made me do.
How's the job going on the Christmas tree farm?
Oh, I quit that. Working there was a whole cruel summer. I'm out of the woods.
And your American boy?
Him? Hoax, fake news, and we are never, ever getting back together.
That was
Taylor in therapy.
okay,
And
nothing at all to do with the fact that Helena Mace picked her off
well,
the
it
top
just
of the
fitted
charts.
in rather well with the fact that Helena Mace trounced Taylor Swift and sold far more records and is far more successful than Taylor Swift is.
I'm sure Helena would love that to be true.
Now, Taylor Swift on that sketch was played by my youngest
I was going to
daughter.
say, because this is we're here with as Radio Boscombe as the troupe,
Yeah.
talking about having Sally and Emily now joining, which means you've got natural female voices instead of you and Paul, Gary and Paul making things up. But that was real female voices that weren't Sally and
We have an
Emily.
extended family of people who dip in and out.
Right.
So the Taylor was played by my youngest daughter Olivia, who's actually played Taylor 3 or 4 times over the years. And when she was down, I said, "Look, just quickly have them doing your Taylor voice." And this is literally less than a page of this thing. Yeah, she said, "That's fine." She said, "Why don't you get Mum to do the psychologist?" Now, Mum, my Mrs. Mitchell,
She used to be involved
was the
and
founder. Remember,
turned
Ray was-
her back on it a long time ago.
She hasn't done anything for 30 years because for her daughter, she'll do it. You wouldn't do it for me. So she won't do it. It's like, no, I had enough for you.
Well played, Olivia.
So she got to do the psychologist. So it's Julia back, Julia Smith,
Right.
Mrs. M back, and Olivia doing that. And it's like, yeah, so it's a good one. So it's different voices again. But we're open to other people coming in as well. We're not sort of
Yeah, because Mrs. Mitchell was in Radio Boscombe originally. Well, she's grown up. Gazza never has,
No,
so he's
yeah.
still there. Look, see?
I'm sorry, ladies. You must all be out there nodding your heads, going, "Yes, you marry someone expecting to grow up, and you don't." And sometimes they get to retirement age and they're still doing comedy stuff and playing with toy soldiers.
Actually,
It's
they were
not-
when they retired. They're worse.
Yeah,
actually, I
indeed.
think
Because they have more time to do it then.
Indeed,
that's
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Allegedly.
So there we go. Right, Tim.
Gary.
Okay.
We're
Right.
desperately looking at the plan to see where we're supposed
Well,
to
I
be
know
now.
where we are, but then we've got something coming up.
Yes,
haven't we?
and I was supposed to have done it during the sketch,
But
and I haven't done it. I didn't do it during the
because
sketch.
You were too busy listening.
Because I was too busy listening to what
while
was
you're
going on
doing
in the
that,
sketch.
I'm going to talk to Emily on air because it says next to you, Emily about doing a stand-up around the area. So, Emily,
yes.
as well as being a Radio Boscombe, I understand you're also a stand-up comedian.
Yes, I am. I've been doing it for about, it'll be 3 years in May. Oh my gosh, where's the time gone? It kind of started like, I've got a visual arts background. I've been doing art all my life, but to cut a long story short, I suffered from a massive case of burnout and thought, is that all there is? I need to start again. And to cut a long story short, I started doing comedy and yeah, it's massively changed my life, right? It's like my confidence has gone through the roof. I actually talk to people now. I go out in the evenings now, which is something I never do normally. But I've done really well. It's been a lot of fun. I've somehow got to the semi-finals of a couple of competitions since I started, and
That's pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. I'm still shocked about that, to be honest. But yeah, no, this year it's kind of I'm hoping to work towards my first hour, which I can hopefully take to a Fringe one day. But that's going to take time. But yeah, no, it's great.
And you've got a gig coming up at the Four Horsemen, haven't you?
I have at some stage. I think it's April, some point. I have to check.
We'll ask your PA when it is. And
Yeah,
I'm sure
ask
they're
my
going to
PA.
written down for you.
Mum.
Yeah. Oh, is that your PA, your mum?
My mum's my PA.
Right, okay.
But yeah, I know it's in April at some point.
So how do you write your material for your stand-up? I know how you write your sketches because we've done some of them.
I kind of just get from my own experiences. Like I talk about a lot about my neurodivergence, about being asexual. I've started to talk about my family a little bit, but the problem is I get my family and friends are like, "Oh, you can write a joke about this, you can write a joke about this," and I'm there like, "No, don't." Oh, and I get that a lot. I've got that. I did that with my art. I had that with my comedy. But yeah, I kind of find bits and like I think about things I genuinely want to talk about and try and make it funny because I've done some stuff and I thought I don't actually enjoy talking about this. And I think it's trying to be true to yourself and try not to get sucked into all the other what everyone else is doing. I think that's where I used to struggle. But now I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do my own thing and I'm loving it.
Emily, you said you're playing the Four Horsemen in April.
Yeah, at some point.
Do you know which night that's part of, by any chance?
I know it's a Sunday.
Would it be Comedy Noir with Glenn Brayley?
It's definitely with Glenn, yeah.
Because I happen to have Glenn on the phone right now, which is a very cheeky little tie-in.
You have the headphones, Emily, and you can talk to Glenn on our behalf.
Wait, I don't. Why?
When he's on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Emily, Glenn doesn't want to talk to you. You've only booked her for one night in April. I mean, it's like...
So is he on now?
Yes.
Hi Glenn. Hi Glenn.
Hi.
Gary, have you not got
Hello,
headphones as well? Hello. Yeah, Glenn, we're going to have to get headphones for people in the studio so they can hear what's going on. But yes, we've got Emily and we've got Paul who are talking to you at the moment, and myself,
okay.
Tim. But Glenn, we've got you on the show because actually I want to say congratulations and thank you for what a blinding night on Friday at the Carlton Hotel.
Oh, thank you very much, Tim. It was a pleasure to see you there. It was, it's a top night, really, really good acts, and your company made it even better.
There were a lot of giggles going on, I must admit. Not just from me, but from the two ladies that were in front of me as well. It was what I loved is the fact that you had 4 comedians, one from Saltash, which is just the other side, just enough of it's across the river to count as Cornish. 2 young lads from Devon, and then another guy who was from Liverpool but lives in Devon now. So basically, it's a southwest invasion of Bournemouth, which I thought was great. But they all had their own little skit, and they all had their own spiel. And then the last guy, Ian Murphy, just wrapped up the whole thing by picking on all the riffs that had happened throughout the evening and just sort of did a mega riff on the whole lot. It was so good. And jokes about the one girl in front of me kept on having to explain everything cultural. One girl wasn't getting the cultural references, so I had to have everything explained to her by her friend, which was absolutely hilarious. It's just like she doesn't get the joke because she doesn't get the reference. Yeah. And then he called them out and saying, "Oh, we got the slow-mo chord over there." It was just... So, Glenn, I don't know where you found these guys, but it was a class night, so well done, mate. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, yeah. And I'm very lucky. I tend to get really nice quality acts and people that have really got a passion for performing that come along to my gigs to entertain everyone, so I'm lucky in that respect.
So we've got other things in the pipeline. Obviously, we've got Emily on, who's appearing on Comedy Noir. It's the last. Is it the last Sunday of the month in the Four Horsemen Comedy Noir?
That's it. Yep. Last Sunday of the month, every month, we're at the Four Horsemen. We have Carlton Hotel. Obviously, you've been singing the praises of. We're there the last Friday of the month. But the most exciting one, Tim, is we've got 2 new shows coming up soon. We have one next week on the 10th. We're going to be at the Commodore on Eastcliff. And on the 16th of March, we're doing the first show over in Branxton. We're at the Branxton Railway, bringing some comedy to that side of Parkstone. So
is that's a regular, like the second Tuesday of every month, or is that going to be a regular weekly comedy at the Commodore on the Tuesday?
The Commodore is going to be a regular second Tuesday of the month.
Yeah.
And if all goes well with the Branxton Railway, we'll be there fortnightly on a Monday.
Oh, fortnightly, not monthly. Okay.
No, fortnightly on that one.
Every other week. Brilliant. Good shout. As long as it goes well, yes, that's always a thing, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Yeah. No, it was really because you told us, you gave us a sneak peek about the Commodore, saying that was coming on stream, but you didn't tell me the date on Friday. So I'm pleased you've given us that now, the 10th of March.
Yes, and coincidentally enough, it was actually Emily that helped me with the poster design for that. She did some of the artwork for me.
Ooh.
I did, yes.
Yet another string to her bow. A very, very good artist, and would thoroughly recommend if anyone needs any artwork designing.
Thank you. Oh my God. Oh dear. I'm not used to compliments.
Oh, pish posh. You get enough from me, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we've got the Tuesday, the second Tuesday is coming up. It's basically the end of this week. If we say this week starts on Wednesday the 4th, then basically the next week is Wednesday the 11th. So it's the end of this week if you start your week starting on a Wednesday, like I do, because I start my week on a Wednesday because of the radio show. So so the end of the week on the 10th. You're at the Commodore, 16th starting a new run at the Railway, and then back in the Carlton on Friday the 27th of March. Already trying to drum up a few people for that, because it sounds like it could be a good one. Did you say you've got Dennis sort of doing a...
Yeah, we've got Dennis Pratt, who it's the day before his 80th birthday, and he's doing a set for, I'm not sure how many years of comedy that marked for him, but we're all really pleased.
Yeah.
And a lot of the guys that we've got on that night are people that have known Dennis since they've started doing comedy as well. So it's going to be a real nice sort of comedian show as well.
Because he used to run his own nights on his own stead.
He did, yeah. He used to do the Den Comedy Club, and he was actually responsible for getting Carl's Comedy Club started up at Chaplin's.
Oh, right. Okay.
So he's done a hell of a lot of work to get the comedy scene in Bournemouth
up on its feet. Yeah. No, brilliant. So that's is Den your headline, or have you got someone else as the headline and Den's just
We have the indomitable Graham Whistler headlining. He's going to be doing material from TripAdvisor, which is tales of travelling the world with cerebral palsy, doing stand-up, and all of the madcap events he gets himself into.
Yeah, I like Graham a lot. I've got to know him as a friend. We've had him on the show a couple of times, but he is so funny when he gets on some of his. I mean, I can't really steal it off him, but yeah, some of his set when he talked about having cerebral palsy while being in a relationship and some of the difficulties that entails is comedy gold.
And they are definitely not suitable for discussion on your show.
No, that's it. Yeah, so that's Graham Whistler as headline. You've got Dan. Yeah, that's good. And then the Sunday the 29th, it'll be the Four Horsemen, the last Sunday in March.
Yep, then we're back there again. We've got Jack Clay coming over from Isle of Wight to do some material for us there, along with Dan Stevens, who's quite possibly the nicest guy on the Southampton Portsmouth comedy scene.
Okay.
So two really pleasant comedians, which is a rarity sometimes.
Yeah, well, this is it, because comedy noir, I keep on getting it wrong, because I keep saying it's like dark jokes for good people, or good jokes for bad people, or I can't remember what the other one I said was, but yeah, it's it is that theme about, can be quite dark themed, but it's absolutely hilarious. If I find it ticklish anyway.
Yeah, it's all about laughing at the stuff that you probably shouldn't laugh at.
Yes, that's it. And of course, every night features you as host, compare, and doing a little bit of warm up between each of the acts as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hanging around like a bad smell. I'll normally be doing bits in between, saying hello to the crowd and making sure everyone's going to have the best time that they can.
Yeah, it goes well. Glad the star is rising, Glenn. Glad you're on the ascendancy. I hope it carries on going.
Thank you very much, Tim, and thank you so much for giving me the time to come on the radio and talk to everyone about what's happening.
As I say, just a shame we couldn't get you in person, but I know schedules don't always work like that, do they?
Unfortunately, I had my junior ninjas at Kung Fu this evening, so it's a tricky one to work around that one.
Fantastic. Good stuff. Oh, Glenn, thanks for taking the time out in the busy evening with the ninjas, and we'll see you again probably next Tuesday now. Tuesday the 10th, down at the Commodore. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tim. Take care.
Great. Thanks. Brilliant stuff.
Bye.
Thanks, Glenn. So, yeah, Glenn there. Glenn Braley doing
that's the Commodore in Southbourne.
The Commodore in Southbourne.
Oh,
local to you and I, Gary.
Indeed. Oh,
Yes.
I might try and get along.
Yeah, 10th on the 10th.
Yeah.
But I've just realised. Are you still there, Glenn? No, he's gone. I was just thinking we didn't get the times off him. Go to comedynoir.co.uk. That's the website for Glenn's comedy. Most of his comic stuff is doors at 7:30 start, and show starts at 8.
Doors? You got the Doors performing?
Oh.
That's brilliant. 7:30.
You know what?
The old ones are the best,
You can get very tired of the old jokes. Every single time I mention a door opening time, he goes on about the Doors.
Trouble is, you see, you keep getting new teenagers joining to these things, and they won't have heard it before.
Heard that before.
No, that's right.
This is it. Emily's laughing. Yeah, you've just given credence to Gary's sick humour.
But the only problem is you've now got to explain it.
I'm not going to explain it.
To the teenagers, you'll have to.
Oh, yeah.
They'll know they're very hip teenagers.
How are they?
They're all hip fans.
I don't know, because people are strange.
Indeed, they are.
Oh,
But, you know,
yeah.
they'll find
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad, was it?
Like their fire.
That wasn't bad.
Right.
So the 10th, Glenn's on the Commodore. comedynoir.co.uk. Doors at 10:30. First comic starts at 8. That's his usual thing. If it's wrong, I apologise. Go to the website to check the details. But the Commodore is the next show.
Right, next sketch is another one of Emily's, and this is called Crocodile Auditions.
You're right, it is. He's got it written on the tape and everything.
I know. When I burn a CD, I do a proper job, mate. I'm professional.
Is this a CD? I thought it was a tape. Okay. It's in the can.
I haven't used tapes for years.
Curse you, Peter Pan! This is not the last you've ever seen of me. I won't rest until I have your head. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, marvellous, simply marvellous. Well, as you know, unlike most theatre productions, we always look for authenticity, and Peter Pan is no exception. And you, my lad, seem to fit the bill for Captain Hook.
Oh, golly, that's amazing.
On the form Gladys sent over via Google Docs, you said you have fencing skills, spent 60 hours straight on a pirate ship ride at Drayton Manor, and you hate children with an absolute passion.
Yes, the last two really helped channel the hatred for Peter Pan and Captain Hook.
And I felt it, but before we can even consider offering the role, there's just one more thing I'd like you to do for me.
Oh, sure, what is it?
Well, to really get that authenticity, I'm also holding auditions for the crocodile today. To get that real chemistry of fear and animosity between Captain Hook and the beast, you understand?
Oh, sure, yes.
So, would you mind doing some scenes with our crocodile hopefuls?
Oh, yes, sure, absolutely, absolutely.
Excellent. Gladys, release the crocodiles!
Wait, what, real crocodiles? Ah! Ah!
My goodness, that little one must really want the part.
Shouldn't we offer a sword or something?
Why should we? They have teeth.
Never mind.
Ah! Oh, dear God, no! Oh, somebody help me! Oh no, that's my best guardian! Ah!
Stop! I have found him! I have found our crocodile!
How did I do?
Oh, I'm sorry, lad. Well, we can no longer offer you the part of Captain Hook. The crocodile bit off the wrong arm, you see, so the illusion has already been spoiled.
What?
We hope you understand.
Oh, okay, thank you for your time. But somebody call 999. I just need to sit down for a bit.
This isn't right.
What do you mean, Gladys?
That's clearly an alligator.
What? Oh well, we can always cover that up in makeup. There are limits to authenticity, sadly.
Right, so yes, that's Crocodile Auditions, written by Emily, with Sally on as well, playing the thing. But one thing, Emily's multi-talented, which is more than I am.
Oh, thank you.
And if you go onto YouTube and you look for some of our sketches, she's done actually artwork.
I have, yes.
You do artwork as well, and there's artwork for each of her sketches on there, with original stuff on there.
Okay.
Which is really good.
Thank you.
That's another thing. But you do sort of visual arts as well.
Yeah, it was basically my dream for my life. Like I remember really getting into drawing when I was 9. So I started doing like drawing, painting, and I did animation at uni, and I was a freelance artist for 5 years, and I've still got stuff if anyone wants to buy
I was just going to mention that. Yeah, give them the
Thank you.
link because you've got some really nice pieces up for sale.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I mean, unfortunately, I did get burnout from it because I think other loads of factors came in. But I've started to get back into it again, and I draw a lot in my spare time, and it's just I just love the arts, anything creative, and just if I had all the time in the world, I would literally learn every creative hobby under the sun, probably. Yeah, it's just
It's time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is it.
Do you have a website for your art or stuff like that? Or
I used to, but then I got rid of it to save money. But now I've got them all on a free little art website, so if people want to buy the artwork, they can.
Have you got the address of that? Yeah. Or?
I know something called Art Pal. But the link's on my Instagram page, which is
right, there you go. Instagram.
Yeah.
That's one of the hip things kids do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Along with TikTok.
I don't do TikTok.
You do TikTok?
I don't do TikTok.
I know kids do TikTok and things.
I can't get on with it. I get bored watching unless it's got a cute animal in. I find videos hard to watch. It's got to have an animal or food in it for me to be interested.
But a lot of people are making themselves known by doing you got your YouTube video, which is long form.
Yeah.
You then do a short and stick it on TikTok.
This is it.
And it goes places.
It does. I need someone to follow me with a film camera to do all the filming for me because I just can't be bothered. Yeah, but yes, it does actually. I need like a little Jiminy Cricket to just follow me with a camera.
Yeah, social media, it's a two-edged sword. I mean, they're thinking of banning it, and these kids were saying, I can't be able to learn any dance moves anymore without TikTok. And you think there's lots of dark stuff on there as well as good. But there you go. Anyway. Right, okay, next one, Tim, is number 6.
Yes. We're going straight into more comedy then.
Well, we can do, yeah. We'll do this one, and then we'll have a break. But this is called Going to the Louvre, and I'll tell you about how this one.
I was going to say, can we have that in a short while, or are we doing it now?
Yes, I forgot. It's time for the ads. My word, I couldn't see the clock.
You don't mention them. That's why you keep.
I think I mentioned it once, but I think I've got away with it. Okay, right, yeah, we'll do that in a second then. Sorry, Tim.
showcasing the best in music and the arts in Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole. This is Livewire Live, sponsored by Chaplins and the Cellar Bar.
Right, remember lad, don't say nothing. If you don't say nothing, they can't prove nothing. And when I says go, make a break for it, right?
All right, boss.
Okay, now, talk.
I ain't saying nothing.
Not until you feeds us.
We have fed you.
They ain't proper chips.
This is France. Those are French fries.
And something to drink.
You have been offered a selection of wines and coffees, all à la carte.
We want a proper cup of tea.
And proper beer. That stuff is cold. It's not normal.
Enough. What were you both doing in the Louvre at 2 o'clock in the morning?
We was trying to spend a penny.
Spend a penny?
Oui, dépenser une centime accent anglais pour aller aux toilettes.
What's he say?
How did you possibly mistake the museum for a toilet?
It said Louvre. We thought it was the loo.
Alors, c'est une ville blague de Benny Hill.
What's he say?
That it is an old English joke. You must think us stupid, monsieur. We are not stupid in the Paris police. You were apprehended with this bag. What does Tesco bag for life mean?
If it breaks, they give you another one.
I told you, don't tell her nothing.
Bien. But inside this bag for life, we found Queen Marie Antoinette's crown jewels, President Macron's school report for drama, une baguette, the Mona Lisa painted by Leonardo DiCaprio, and Napoleon's underwear from the Battle of Waterloo.
They needs washing, mind.
Enough. Admit it. You are international art thieves.
We ain't saying nothing.
We have spoken to Interpol. They identify you are Gripper Stevens and David Greenblatt. You are wanted in England for watching television without a license and for painting roundabouts with the Red Cross of St. George.
That ain't illegal.
The people at the fun fairs disagree. Admit it. You are art thieves. You stole these items to sell on the black market.
Right, now lad. Go! Now! Run for it! Out the window!
They have escaped, madame. Into the river.
Oui, they are guilty, but insane.
Alors, c'est une vieux blague de Benny Hill.
Good stuff.
Okay, that's called Going to the Louvre, and that features a lady called Séverine Moulton, who you do know, ladies.
Yes.
We do, yes.
And she's on the, currently stuck on the Isle of Wight.
Oh, no.
Which is rather a shame because they put Napoleon on St. Helena and poor old Severine's on the Isle of Wight, but there you go. And she sent in that stuff because she's French, and she sent in that stuff. She's French.
irrelevant. She's French.
So she said, I want to do something. So I thought, okay, tap, 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 Christmas Day evening. And I thought, I'll bring back Gripper and Dave, who we've done before.
They keep cropping up, don't they? Yeah.
Gripper and the psychic Dave. And only they get caught by the French police because it's just after they had the robbery at the Louvre of all the crown jewels and things.
Yes.
So it all fits in and going to the Louvre, and so she played the French detective, and there you go. Literally, that was one not like 4 or 5 weeks. That took me about half an hour to write.
Nice.
And then quickly, he's got Séverine do a bit, and Paul and I did our bits, and mix it all together, and there you go.
Very,
so
very
I'm quite
funny.
pleased with that one. That's
Very
quite
funny.
a nice, spontaneous, kind of instant one.
Good.
Okay, right, well, the next track we got is called The Secret Lair of Dr. Fear, which is another one of Emily's, but it features Sally, and she can talk to us about it afterwards. So this is track 7, The Secret Lair of Dr. Fear.
I was going to say, we're not going to talk about it beforehand.
Well, I'd rather people hear the sketch first, and then we discuss it afterwards.
Yeah, we can do that. So, yeah, here it is.
Citizens of Average City, I, Dr. Fear, have finally kidnapped your beloved cosmic man and am holding him hostage in my secret lair. If you ever want to see your precious city saviour again, all I ask for in return is...
Kenneth, You forgot to take out the recycling again.
Mum, what have I said about knocking first?
And you left your dirty pants on the bathroom floor.
Mum!
Sorry to interrupt, but are we in your mother's house, Dr. Fear?
No, we're in my secret lair.
Which is my basement that I let you live in for free.
Mum, I'm in the middle of ransoming my arch nemesis. Go away.
Don't use that tone with me, young man. Do you want your Xbox privileges revoked again?
Oh my god, I'm 37.
Right, so start acting like it.
What are you laughing at? I'm about to. Oh my god, Mum, close the door.
All right, I'm about to put the kettle on if you want a cuppa and some biscuits while making your evil demands.
Ooh, a cup of tea and a chocolate digestive would be nice. If it's not too much trouble, Mrs. Fear.
Sorry, love, I only have Jaffa cakes.
Oh, technically, that's not a biscuit.
I don't want tea and Jaffa cakes. I just want the city to give me $1 billion in exchange for Cosmic Man's safe return.
Oh, Kenneth, love, that's not right.
Thank you. Finally some common sense.
Now listen here. You give my son the ruddy money or I'm blowing up the orphanage just like I blew up Mr. Spaceman here. Jaffa cake's not being a biscuit. What get?
Oh my god, Mum, you always do this. You never let me carry out my villainous schemes without sticking your nose in.
Well, that's gratitude for you. Besides, you were never going to get that ransom with all that sulking. Take it from experience. Love, I know what's best.
You will rue the day when I finally steal enough money to have my own secret lair and get away from your shriveled, toxic husk of a teat.
Right, dinner's at 7, so be sure to have your evil demands done by then.
Fine. What's for dinner?
Chicken nuggets and those potato smiley faces you love. With ketchup.
Oh, aces. Thanks, Mum.
Love you, my little booby bear. Mwah.
Love you too, Mum. Oh God, the live stream's still recording. End stream.
Oh, I don't know. Do we comment on Emily just corpsing herself in the
It's good when someone laughs at her material and there's the realisation of it, because that's one of the brilliant moments when you sit there and you think, we've just done that. That's really good.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you feel at one with the universe.
It does. It really does.
So Sally,
yes.
It says on your CV thing you're an actress. So what else have you been in?
Well,
to plug?
I've only been an actress officially for a couple of years now, so quite early days. But I've had quite a few leading roles in passion projects and actually paid work as well.
Really?
There's a pilot that a friend of mine, Eva Best, has written called Car Boot, which is in the process of being edited and put around, hopefully to be picked up and go on to great things.
Is that a film?
It's actually a comedy, Car Boot, and it's based in the New Forest because that's where she's come from.
Right.
So, and she's had great response on, like we said earlier, TikTok by putting shorts out there and on YouTube. So that's a great way to sort of gender support. And then when you do present it, you can say, well, look, we've got this X amount of people that are really interested and vying for it and think it'd be a great idea. So there's that. I've done some filming, did some filming down in, I guess in Dorset at the prison down there. That was for the lady who actually runs the acting group VRAST, Verona Rose.
Oh, yeah,
she's currently touring in Horrible Histories, where she's playing Cleopatra, so that's great.
Right, good.
But yeah, I mean, I love the idea of radio. I'm not very good at learning my lines, so I like a lot of improv and actually just reading a script straight off, which suits me perfectly. But yeah, I mean, the great thing about doing this at my time in life, it's not going to be a lifelong career, but every opportunity that comes along, it's just great fun. I'm meeting some lovely people, I'm doing things I would never have dreamt of doing before, and it's just, I'm having a blast. So
awesome.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's great.
Learning lines is really hard because we obviously being a radio show, we work from scripts even when we go live.
Yeah.
It just means you can get so much more stuff done.
Yeah.
It's like that Klingon proverb, a running man can slit 1,000 throats in a single night. You can get a lot more done if you don't have to learn lines and take it out on the show.
Well, I think for someone that doesn't, I don't find it easy to perform. But if you have a piece of paper and script in front of you, it's a real crutch for me.
It is, yeah.
Otherwise, I would stress myself out thinking, I know I'm going to suddenly blank the words and all the rest of it, and that'll be it. In the middle of a sketch, it just sort of takes something away. So I've always said to Gary, look, I don't mind doing it. Well, I do mind doing it, but if I have to do it, I can only do it with a script. I could never, and I wouldn't enjoy it either then.
No. I think with practice, though, it gets easier to learn it, doesn't it? You get the techniques and the ways of doing it.
Yeah.
And it does actually enhance your performance if you do know the script, because then you can just act rather than. But I like improv, and I tend to drop improv in to other actors I'm working with who actually know the script, and they're completely blindsided because they're like, what on earth is she talking about?
So, would you say there's a difference between improv and ad-lib? Is there a distinction?
Yes. Improv, you make up the whole thing as you go along. Ad-lib is more that you'll just do something that just dropped in.
Adding on to the script that you've got. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ad-lib is sort of like a little sort of side script. Musicians do this all the time. They'll suddenly improv. Jazz.
Yeah.
And they'll
do a different riff.
Play something.
Nice. Well, the thing is, in music, it's called virtuoso.
Is it?
There's an Italian term for, and it's called virtuoso because basically you'll see it written where the composer has said it's a piece like it's a cello concerto.
So is it
or
open to
piano concerto or something.
interpretation?
And it's basically it just says virtuoso, which means the band just stops and the lead just goes and does their thing and can go off.
I thought virtuoso was that new centre half at Leeds United.
There's also Rhapsody in Blue is famous for this.
Okay.
Because there's a bit where it's basically just I can't remember exactly what he said. Again, it's another Italian music term.
Yeah.
But basically, it says off you go. And the piano just runs away and does the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then at the end, there's just one bit. And basically it's just that's the signature that the piano says that cues the rest of the orchestra to come back in with the big thing at the end. You get this the huge orchestra. But I think I really can't remember it. I need to see the sheet music to know what the term is. Classical music show people have been shouting at me right now saying it means this. But I'm sure it basically just means off you go.
They're wishing they could ring in and tell you.
So virtuoso, ad-lib, improvise, just
because I can remember Rhapsody in Blue quite well because it was one of these DVDs that Gazza lent me. He said, but don't show your missus.
I don't think that's the
different one.
Right.
That
was Blue
That's the Chelsea FC one. Rhapsody in Blue. So you don't even Mrs. knowing about you watching that.
Oh, right.
I thought you supported Leeds United, Paul. What are you watching Chelsea for?
But you talking about doing the scripts, I think the other thing why I think I would struggle if I had to learn it is when you've got the bit of paper and everything and you're seeing the words in front of you, even though you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
It helps me because you know the phrasing, especially you trying to do the one of these stupid voises as well. And I think if I'm looking at someone and trying to remember, I don't think I could make the voices so much.
As well. We obviously scripts. You've got to rehearse it.
But I think that comes into the rehearsal rather than learning the lines, because when you're learning the lines, you just have to learn it. Yeah. And then, obviously, when you're acting against somebody, then that's when you put the voices in
it's quite a
different
time along the stage.
Yeah.
We got another one, Tim.
Have you really?
Yeah.
You do surprise me. We've got a whole is it a 25-track CD this time?
Could be, yeah. This is track 8. This is actually the last one on the plan, so we're quite on target.
We are pretty much on target. I was going to say,
we are.
I'm just making the timer up now to say we've got 14 minutes left of the show.
That's fine.
And I've got one piece of music good to go. And then it's we've got three more. Well,
this piece of music that's good to go now.
No. I was gonna go with the comedy.
Right. Okay. Well,
because then we're on the plan. Then we're sticking with the plan.
This is Tame Your Addiction, and Paul's going to talk about this one afterwards.
On air, online, and on TV.
And over now on TalkBet 2, you can listen to paint drying and get the latest odds on that from More Money Than Sense. Remember, be gamble aware, but not too aware, or we'll lose our sponsorship. But Here on BetSport, we're talking the sport of kings. Yeah, politics. Odds on the new Prime Minister, 10 to 1 the Nat Socialist Reform guy, 200 to 1 the Conservative who's trashed the country, 800 to 1 on Liz Truss, and yes, there are poets who find her erotic. Now, vaping. With me in the studio is the very phlegmatic expert, Ivan Nelevacourt.
I'm here to talk about vaping addiction.
Is it worse than cigarettes, though?
It's cheaper. Whereas in the old days you could impress your mates by blowing smoke rings. With a vape, you can do it with a strawberry cloud. That's like a mushroom cloud, but sweeter. A bit like Alco Pops for the under-12s, really.
Is it safe, though?
Research by the vaping industry suggested it's safer than crossing the road in Sark.
Why Sark?
No cars, no VAT either. And vaping leaves no nasty biodegradable doggins, just non-biodegradable plastic canisters. It provides work for hundreds and thousands of litter pickers and landfill workers.
But doesn't it still smell?
Yeah, but only of fruit. Unless you buy the ones that taste like tobacco.
Are there any health concerns?
How harmless can it be, breathing in chemicals? Honestly, people breathe that air stuff all the time and no one complains. Did you know it's got oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide in it? Lethal. My great-granddad had mustard-flavoured gas during the First World War and he lasted another 3 days. So what's the problem with vapes?
Well, we'll be back in a minute after the break.
On air, online and on TV.
This week at Textco, back to school week in aisle 7. Filly Little One's official Taylor Slow lunchboxes, only $57.99, with Textco value crisps, only 80% salt and fat, for just £2 a packet. Or Textco nitrous oxide canisters to share with playground pals, only $9.99. It's illegal, but who cares? And for that quality time behind the bake sheds, let your kids go hyper with 92% flavour caffeine Scarlet Heifer energy drink. Go Textco, go vape shit.
Get the best odds at Laddie Power. 8 to 1 on your kids dying of heart disease. Cheaper than life insurance. Electric scooter chased by a panda car? 12 to 1. Stabbed in the playground by the geography teacher? 100 to 1. Lungs filled with Texco value vape? 2 to 1. Be gamble aware. Quick plug there to conform with government advertising regulations.
On air, online and on TV.
Welcome back. And on the line now from Barbados is the Junior Government Minister, Phil McCoffers. Minister, what's the government doing about fast food and vaping addictions?
Hello. Yes, we're very concerned and we're taxing it. To get people to eat healthily, we are increasing taxes on the food they can actually afford. The same with fizzy drinks.
But kids only like fizzy drinks, crisps and vapes.
Well, we need to ban advertising of these unhealthy products aimed at children. Blamed at adults is absolutely fine. They have the money to spend on their kids. That way it looks like we're doing something about the problem, but we actually aren't. To encourage them to have more exercise, we're going to tax designer trainers and football shirts because we know the little bleeders would be seen dead in their school PE kit. Oops, did I just say that out loud there? Aren't you going to ask me about children gambling?
No fear, the gambling companies sponsor all our programmes.
Even fourth for the day?
You can still get 100 to 1 on the Pope being next Man United manager.
Couldn't do worse, could he? And Jesus did say, blessed are those who suffer.
Yeah, and you can get 100 to 1 on Jesus coming back too.
To save mankind?
I doubt he'd be up for saving Man U. He was a good goalkeeper apparently. Jesus saves and all that. So, Phil, what else are the government doing?
Well, we ran it all past the Office of Fiscal Responsibility. They said not vaping and gambling can seriously damage the economy. And this is why the government is doing bugger all about all your addictions.
Yeah, bepoliticsaware.com. Please ensure you vote responsibly. Voting involves significant risk and there's no guarantee of winning or that any particular strategy will be successful. They're all a bunch of charlatans with their noses in the trough, lining their own pockets at the public expense while you can't get a doctor's appointment and a proper education for your kids. The government accepts no responsibility for losses or damages because all your fault for voting for them. Remember, the economy can go up as well as down, which is far more likely.
On air, online and on TV.
I think you should do that for real. You know those adverts where they have to give those like the small print conditions,
Yeah.
and they always shove them in at the end of the adverts.
Yeah.
You should do that for real.
They're notorious in America. They're like in America. The small print, especially at the end of medical adverts, there's these people smiling with all these millions of possible side effects, and it's like it's terrible.
I've seen them. This is okay. Encouraging people to say, "Oh, Tim's phone's just fallen down."
You just killed my phone.
No, I haven't killed your phone. It's fine. So, Paul, how did we come to do that one? Remind me.
Well, I've got to remember myself, but there is a well-known national radio station. We won't mention their name, but you and me call it Bet Sport, don't we?
We do, yes.
Yeah, and I find it quite ironic that sometimes with their actual sporting things and all this sort of lark, they will talk about gambling, and the gambling thing is on like every other ad. And then they'll ring up a well-known betting company, their representative will come on and talk about, and everything is related to betting. And all they actually do at the end of it is say, be gamble aware. And you think, so? And yet, they're going to stop the betting advertising on football shirts, aren't they? Soon, that's going, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
and yet, they just keep churning this stuff out, and also with the vape things, and I don't know. I just found that it was one of those topics that we ought to, I don't know.
Lampoon.
Yes, that's the word. Yeah, and that's what we came up with.
There you go.
Good enough.
Between us, yeah.
It's an issue, yeah. As is indeed my left hand. I'm getting a bit tired. I'm holding Tim's phone up.
But you don't have to hold it up because
Fantastic.
So,
Fabulous,
all good stuff.
Love a bit of jazz.
Yeah, so if you like jazz, if you don't like jazz,
Give jazz a chance.
it is time for us to get out of here, though. So Radio Boscombe, thank you very much for coming on and showcasing your stuff.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Yeah,
Our
enjoyed
pleasure.
it.
Thank you for having us.
Livewire Live.